Good morning folks and welcome to Cat Lockler's Kitchen. Today I'll be making some keto low carb bagels with a fathead dough recipe. That's right, I said fathead. And I believe you're going to be doing keto so your head don't get too fat, neither will your body. So let's get started. Why am I talking in an Irish accent, do you ask? Because I'm delirious and tired. Haven't slept a night in a long time because I have a newborn who feeds all night long. So let's get started. Let me put the pause button on. So you'll want two bowls here. One needs to be microwave safe and one needs to be just a good regular mixing bowl. First bowl, and I doubled up the recipe, but I'll tell you what I put in here. 1.5 cups of blanched almond flour. That's what I got right here. 1 tablespoon of gluten-free baking powder. Why gluten-free? I have no idea. 2.5 cups in the other bowl of mozzarella cheese. Alright, pre-shredded if you will. Inside there also we'll want cubed 2.5, excuse me, that was the wrong instruction, cubed 2-ounce cream cheese. And you will be preparing to melt that in just a minute. So what I'm doing right now is I'm microwaving the cheeses. You do it for a full minute and then you stir it around and round, and then you do it for another at least 30 seconds to a full minute again to make sure it's fully melted. Then you will add 2 eggs into the cheese mix. And then combine that all by mixing and mixing and mixing. Then pour it into the bowl that has all the almond flour. Then you start to mix it and knead it as if it's a regular bread dough. It's not. It's keto bread dough, so there's no flour. And then, let me see. Before you do all this, make sure your oven's preheated to 400 degrees. Oh, that's me microwave. Alright folks, so now that the cheese is beautifully melted into this big ball of goober, you're going to prepare it by letting it sit for a second, not to be too piping hot, or it'll ruin the eggs that we've already just whipped together. Now, if you put your eggs in the hot cheese, it'll cook the eggs ahead of time, will not allow the bagel to rise, and that'll be a sorry sack of bagels right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and combine our eggs, which I doubled up the recipe, but there's 2 whisked, that's it, that's the word. And then you take those, put them into the flour and start whipping them together, and then you start combining the cheese together, and I'll show you the final product in just a moment. Alright folks, now this is the final step before you put it into the oven. Here you go. You got your flour mixed with your eggs and then your cheese goober on top. Make sure you wash your stinking hands before you do this next part, because it'll cut down on the viruses and bacteria in their home. Alright, you're going to start kneading. Oh, let me get the spoon out. Kind of trashy. Okay, knead and knead and knead. I'm going to continue to knead and I'll get back with you in just a moment. And welcome back folks, now that the kneading's been done, and let me tell you one extra helpful hint. Make sure to grease your hands before you do the kneading process, because the stuff starts to stick to your fingers and it's kind of nasty. I did forget that, so I had to wash my stinking hands once more. But here is the final product prior to baking. Let me clear my counter to make it look like it's clean before you look at it. Hold on. Alright, there they are, lovely bagels. Now, the instructions on most online tutorials tell you to put the everything bagel mix on there of seasoning. I tend to like some good old-fashioned kosher salt because it makes them taste like they are, you know, the big old pretzels you get at the baseball games nowadays. So, gonna put them in the preheated oven for about, my goodness, I have no idea. Let me check the instructions here. Cook time 12 minutes. Alright, so but it says to watch it after the 10-minute mark because sometimes these brown a little faster than others. And then the final product will be displayed for you to see and to celebrate in just a moment. Thank you very much. And here we are for this last segment of the bagel bacon, ketogenic style. Here's my daughters and my children. They're all in here because it's lunchtime and they're hungry and they're wondering while I'm talking to myself in the kitchen. Yes. So, final product after 14 minutes. Now, I've got thicker bagels than most people, and I did double up the recipe as well. So, but here we are. Deliciously, lusciously hot, gooey, sticky, chewy fathead bagels. And I have, now they all want to be on the ketogenic diet. So, try it. You'll love it. And thanks for joining me here on this cooking channel. Or Facebook on my page because I'm tired and being silly. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.